Okay, so evening guys, welcome to another review from the Bearded Berserker. Me, Matt. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. What have you been getting up to? What have you been doing? I recently got back in from work, had a change, shower and a quick scoff of some food, and I'm here with another review for you. Now, before we start, huge massive thank you to each and every one of you guys that's subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, liking them and commenting on them. And also as well over there on Instagram, because what I set out now over a year ago, take my glasses off for a minute, I don't need to read, is basically trying to help support, promote, review small brands, okay? Because over the years I've not been a very big fan of kind of like following huge brands and stuff like that, because I often think of them as kind of like just money making machines that kind of like a new product comes out, people buy them because of their name and stuff like that. Whereas there are small brands, small businesses, small companies, individuals, craftsmen out there that are making some amazing products. And I've found that because they're small brands, they have to compete with these massive giants out there. They have to work so much harder in order to get their products noticed and onto the market and stuff like that, and for us to kind of like pay attention. Whereas these huge, massive brands have got so much capital that they can put into marketing, promoting and advertising their products that these don't have. And because they don't have that, they have to get their best product out that they possibly can. So it's purely reviews on small brands that I do. Now, with all the reviews that I do, stuff that I go and buy myself, stuff that gets sent through, everything I do is completely unbiased, okay? Everything is my own opinion. I'm not affiliated to anyone whatsoever, and I'm sure with these brands and stuff like that, rather than me just opening it up and going, oh, it's wonderful stuff, surely a brand or small brand, if you know what I mean, that have a product, if there's something somebody doesn't like about it, I'm sure they would rather know about it and to fix it if they so wish, as opposed to everyone just blowing smoke rings up their backsides and going, yeah, fantastic stuff. So I am sort of getting more critical with each and every product that I look at and review, because there is such a saturated market now, the men's grooming market, with skin products, hair products, beard products, all sorts of stuff. And so there's kind of like a minefield of stuff. So I'm just trying to give you guys my honest opinion, and if the stuff that I would go out and buy, I tend to like to let you guys know that, yeah, it's good stuff. But anyway, so with all skin, beard and hair products that I review, I do score them out of 20 at the end. So 20 being fantastic, 0, not going to touch it with a shitty stick, and 10 being mediocre stuff, nothing to kind of write home about. So that's how I score it. With each and every product that I review, I have used it, worn it, tested it, smelt it, worn it out at work, where I work in a hot, sweaty, sort of sticky environment. So I know exactly how it performs, so I can give you guys my exact opinion on it. Now, I have a review this evening. I'm going to need my glasses for this one, because there's quite a few notes. It's 10 products, but don't worry, it's not kind of 10 individual reviews, if you know what I mean. But this is from a UK brand called Fresh Heads. Now, I was unaware and had never really used something called hair tonics before. A lot of barbers use them and stuff like that. There's beneficial reasons for using this. And I come across this brand, small brand, got chatting with them and everything else like that. And they said they'll send me some food to have a look at, see what I think of, give them my feedback, give you my feedback. And so this is what they sent through. Now, basically a hair tonic has loads of different reasons. Reason number one is to replenish essential oils in the hair that washing obviously occasionally strips out from your hair, depending on what shampoo and how you wash your hair and everything, dry itchy scalp and everything else. It prevents a dry scalp, so it puts the oils kind of back into your scalp, reduces signs of dandruff, invigorates, stimulates scalp and hair follicles, moisturizes the hair and encourages healthy hair to grow. And also, a lot of barbers are using this now because it helps. Once you put it in the hair, you kind of get like the natural fall of the hair and how it would naturally normally lay. So it almost kind of like takes that complete style out, just back to normal how it would lay. So it makes it easier for them to work with. Now, I will be putting links down below to Fresh Heads UK. This is the business card that they sent through on the back as well. of like got a glossy front on it. There you go, camera's picking that up. So just flip me notes over. So these guys, Fresh Heads, they ship worldwide. They were founded in 2009 in the UK, and they brought out 10 hair tonics, each one of the different scents, slightly different uses. So what we're going to do is go through them all. Like I say, there's 10 of them, but bear with me, it's not going to be like 15 minutes on each one. So the first one we're looking at is the packaging on it, and we'll go through kind of like each one has got a different sort of colour that goes with it. But come in these little bottles. This is a 100ml bottle. And this one is Citrus Twist Friction Lotion with essential oils to refresh and cleanse the scalp. Taking the top off, you've got one of those pinhole squeezies that you can hopefully see there. And so starting with this one, like I say, I've used each and every single one of these 10. I was literally washing my hair, using it, and just trying it and everything. And I'm surprised at actually kind of what a hair tonic does, which I'll get into shortly. Directions for use: apply to the hair, massaging vigorously into the scalp and fingertips. And this one is a cinnamon twist, which is allegedly, I know all these smell like, I built my notes up after I was doing it, citrus, woody, with scents of amber and everything. Tip a little bit into my hand. It's quite a watery oil. It does pour from one to the other, so it's not like a beard oil as such. And it's quite a pungent scent on these. This one is kind of like quite up here. And the scent does last. It's like I say, I've used all these and they're lasting a good 5 to 6 hours in my hair. I even come home and the wife's like, yeah, I can still smell it. It smells nice. And it dries very quickly. Look, I've just used it on my hands and it has literally gone straight into my hands. No sign of any residue that I'm getting from any of these. And this literally has a citrus, woody scent to it. And kind of like a small amber hint, but it's definitely a citrus sort of punch to it. A right good smelling, clean sort of smelling fragrance, if you know what I mean. So that one is the Citrus Punch. I'm going to have a quick glug of water if you don't mind. Put that down there, I don't want to throw it everywhere. Get rid of the scent. Next up, we have one that is called the New Vintage. Pinky purple liquid, kind of pinky front on it. The New Vintage Friction Lotion, a fine blend of essential oils, classic fragrance with a modern twist. This one I was quite interested in because it's got cinnamon, and cinnamon is kind of one of those scents that I really like. Woody scents, vanilla and stuff like that. But this has got vanilla, cinnamon, patchouli and sandalwood smell to it. Put a little bit, because it's quite a loose liquid, if you know what I mean. It's quite a runny one. Generates some heat through it. Definitely vanilla and cinnamon, and with a hit of patchouli. Not particularly picking up the sandalwood in it, but the scents do kind of like fade back into a normal level. Each of these scents is quite a knockouty scent when you put it on, so it does feel like your hair's very clean and cleansed. Definitely vanilla and cinnamon and patchouli and that. Not picking up so much of the sandalwood, but really good strong flavours. You're not eating the stuff. Really good strong scents. So that one was the New Vintage. Moving on, we have Caribbean Coconut, light sort of purple colour liquid in there with the lilac even. And that one, and this one is Friction Lotion with essential oil to invigorate and stimulate dry scalp. So obviously some are just like a fragranced oil, some actually are kind of like to invigorate and stimulate dry scalp as well. So if you do suffer from dry scalp, dandruff and stuff like that, that will help. Try and get rid of the smell. I don't want to taint each one even though I know exactly what it smells like. So let's go through this one. This one is number 3, the Caribbean Coconut, which really did sound appealing to me because allegedly from the description it is Caribbean coconut with hints of honey and has a creaminess to it. And that sounds pretty phenomenal. Yeah, big hit of coconut there. Not so much of the honey. It's almost got like a vanilla scent, sort of sweetness to it. Creaminess, not really picking up on. But this is a good, strong, sort of almost like a vanilla coconut scent. And it's quite a potent scent as well. Even from here you can sort of smell it. And it does die down, like I say, after the first sort of 15 minutes to half an hour. But you do, I don't know, it just kind of does feel like it revitalises your scalp a bit. Not that I've ever suffered with kind of dry scalp or dandruff or anything like that. Did a bit when I was a kid, but not in my older age. Something that's going. Moving on, we have Red Rush, which is friction lotion, a delicate blend of warm spices for longer lasting fragrance. This comes in a sort of reddy, almost like a pink red bottle. And it's nice with all the bottles and everything like that. They're exactly the same, and they've changed the colours accordingly. This one is apparently musk and amber. Little drip. This has almost got like a cologne aftershave fragrance to it. Definitely musk with an amberness to it. Definitely picking up more on the musk than the amber. Again, really punchy. These are kind of like quite heavy hitting scents, because down here we've got very subtle. There is kind of like your medium regular sort of stuff, and up here this is getting into real sort of punchy territory. But that punch is kind of just like an initial hit, if you know what I mean, and then it does die down. So you're not permanently going around like you've just... But it really feels kind of fresh and invigorating when you put it on. Right, moving along. We have this one, which sounds quite nice and summery. Friction lotion, a rich blend of oils to refresh and cool the scalp. So cucumber is a cooling thing if you've had sunburn before and everything. Yeah, it has... I know cucumber hasn't really got a smell, but it has got a smell, if that makes sense. It's not got a pungent smell, but cucumber does have a scent to it. It's apparently cucumber and green tea. Just wait for that kind of like first initial knock your head off to disappear a bit. What I'm thinking, it smells very similar. I know it's a bit weird, but kind of like a picnic in the middle of summer and you've got cucumber sandwiches. It's a really fresh, outdoor, sort of picnic sort of scent, if that makes sense at all. Which is pleasant. Definitely cucumber's becoming more prevalent now as the kind of hit wears off from it. It's nice though. It's very nice. Get rid of that. And moving on, we have Coolbreeze friction lotion, a rich blend essential oils to refresh and cool the scalp. So that does the same as the Cucumber Crush. And this one is apparently herbal, ocean tones and woody. I've always kind of had a bit of an issue with ocean tones and anything that's apparently ocean breeze, sea spray and stuff like that. Because I live by the sea. The sea is literally just outside my front door and down the cliffs. And the sea does not smell like any of the candles I've kind of had before, if you know what I mean. So I'm always dubious when it comes to anything ocean scent, because some days that smells ridiculously rough out there. Other days you get that sort of seaweedy, seaside scent. It's a clean smell. What was this one? Herbal, ocean tones and woody. Definitely herbal and definitely woody. It smells very similar to kind of like a bloke shower gel, if you know what I mean. If you buy some of those brands that rhyme with, I don't know, inks. Got that kind of smell to it. So it does smell like you've used a shower gel, bloke shower gel. That's quite a nice one. Quite a masculine scent, that one is. Not detecting too much of the ocean tones, but it's nice. It's very nice. Now moving on, another one that interested me quite a lot. Can't see. Wipe my hands tonight. That smells interesting now. Mediterranean watermelon, which funny enough looks green. Ocean one obviously was blue. With friction lotion with essential oils to invigorate and cool the scalp. And this one, as it sounds, smells of watermelon. And I'm hoping it smells like a beard oil that I reviewed yesterday, I think it was. No. Yeah, yesterday. It smelled ridiculously good. Yeah, it does. It smells, literally, the only smell that I'm smelling on this is watermelon. But it's that sort of sweety watermelon, not like the actual fruit. If you've had those kind of like sour watermelon sweets, it almost looks like a wedge of watermelon. It's got the taste, but in a scent, if you know what I mean. And that is probably one of my favourites. I love that smell. That is really good. So there are some good scents there that I really like. Moving on, we have the Modern Gent friction lotion with a fine blend of oil and spices for a longer lasting fragrance. Like I say, on the back it's got all the ingredients and everything else from it. Fresh Head Men's Grooming Limited friction lotion. And the Modern Gent is violet, jasmine, tonka bean, patchouli and vetiver. Or vetiver, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. Ding, ding, ding. Oh. Just make sure that watermelon's disappeared. So Modern Gent, let's just say what this one is like. A few little drops. Ding, ding, ding. Violet, jasmine, tonka bean. I'm not sure what a tonka bean smells like. Patchouli and vetiver. Definitely patchouli in it. A hint of violet. And yeah, it's kind of like got a jasmine to it. It's quite a floral scent, that one is, the Modern Gent. I was expecting more barbershoppy sort of scent on that one. But yeah, it's good. It's a strong scent. Quite a masculine one as well. All you see is just me just smelling my hands, and you probably, if you just started watching, go, what the hell is he doing? But yeah, it's a nice scent. Definitely the violet, the jasmine and the patchouli. Not sure what tonka beans smells like. And the next one, Urban Mist friction lotion with a fine blend of oil and spices for a longer lasting fragrance. Make sure my hands are free of the scent. Pretty much. Oh. And don't worry, we've only got one left after this one. So this one, Urban Mist, is black pepper, citrus, amber and musk. Comes in a purple liquid. Almost looks a bit like meths. This is the subtlest one out of all of them. This is not as potent. This is dropped down to kind of like a medium sort of scent. I'm sure not everybody suddenly wants like to feel like they've been smacked around the head. So this is a bit more easygoing. Hints of citrus, amber and musk. Not picking up so much of the black pepper sort of scent to it. But this is a lot more chilled. The others are quite sort of like refreshing, sort of like, whoa, yeah, I'm alive sort of sense. This one is a bit more chilled out. Yeah, that's a nice one. For those of you who don't like it so potent and knock your head off, this one is a nice one. And nice and relaxed. And the last one of the ones that I was, again, most interested to see, was one of my personal favourite scents, vanilla. And there you go. And this is Vanilla Burst friction lotion, a rich blend of spices to invigorate and cool the scalp. Na, 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 na. Yeah, literally warm vanilla. Almost smells like there's a hint of spice behind that. If you can imagine some of these spiced rums, if you were to take the scent of rum away, or the flavour of rum away, and have that spice and vanilla left, that's what you get with that one. And again, this one's dropped down again. The last two that I've just shown you, which was the Urban Mist and the Vanilla Burst, these two are a bit more relaxed sort of scents and a bit more chilled. And so that is all 10 of those. Now, each one, to some degree, you can't smell and detect every single scent, but then everybody's sort of scent is slightly different, and what they pick up in different things is different. But each one does smell like what it's supposed to be. I do have some favourites that I will go through in just a second. Now, like I say, they are really good. I've not suffered with any dry skin, itchiness, especially with having my head shaved and my sides and the back and everything. It's nice to put some of that on afterwards. It feels refreshed. My scalp doesn't feel so sore or kind of itchy, if you know what I mean. It's really good. It makes my hair feel a lot more hydrated. It's almost kind of like a beard oil, but for your hair, if that makes sense. The scents on them are lasting for hours, which is nice, so that I can still smell it pretty much when I get home from work. Now, don't know what that is in my mouth or moustache. I think I probably got oil in it. No, that's coffee. That's all right. So the prices for these are 100ml bottles, and they are coming in at £7. So bearing in mind, I've actually reviewed it, and I've used it before I've done the review. Literally still got a full bottle, so it's gonna last you a good long while. Now this comes in at £7. They do box sets of the different scents and sort of collections put together, which is on their website, which I'm going to be putting links to. For 250ml, which is 150 mils more than this, £11.99. And if you are barbers, hairdressers and stuff like that out there, you can buy it in big 2.5 litres, big containers of, for 55 quid. So you can literally use your spray bottles, Jack Daniels bottles and stuff like that, and put it in or whatever. And so they're really nice. Now, I do have some favourites. One of my favourites was the Vanilla Burst, because I like vanilla, and it's really nice, easygoing scent. The other one that I like, getting to it, is definitely the Mediterranean Watermelon. It's got a really big, strong hit of watermelon in that. That is great as a summer one. Have to admit, not too sure, but I found it interesting, which was the Coolbreeze. Again, a nice summer scent with summer coming up, if you want to go out and about on the beaches and stuff like that. I like the Cucumber Crush, because that was a nice summery one, not too heavy. This time of year, it's a good one, and there is a smell of cucumber to it. And my other two that I really, really rated was the Caribbean Coconut, which, although I could smell like a vanilla to it, it didn't really have the honey or creaminess that the description said, but was a really, really good coconut one, reminiscent of that coconut oil they used to put on in order to turn yourself bronze and golden during the summer. Smelled very similar to that. And a citrus twist as well, which is basically a nice citrus scent. And I have to admit, I've never used hair tonic up until this point. I'd heard of it obviously before, but never seen the need for it. And I will continue using those because they're a great product. And my hair, I'm not trying to sound cliche or anything like that, my hair and scalp feels a lot more revitalized and kind of like, I don't know, it just feels better, if you know what I mean. You wash your hair, don't get me wrong, you wash your hair, you jump out of the shower, you dry it and everything else, style it and everything. But this kind of makes my scalp and hair feel alive, refreshed, invigorated. And I've not had any problems with using any of it. I've done sort of test patches and everything. And as you know, anything in the UK that is sold cosmetics has to have a CPSR on it, cosmetic product safety report done on it. Otherwise you can't sell it, it's illegal. But it comes to scoring them. Now, I'm purely scoring the ones that I actually liked out of there, which I'm not going to go through again because it's already 24 minutes of review that you're probably sick and tired of. The ones that I liked, I'm scoring them 20 out of 20. There were some there that, in my opinion, weren't quite as good as the others, but everyone's got different things that they're into. But personally, for me, the other ones that I'm not particularly into, I'd score around about an 18, maybe a 17 in some cases. But for the citrus twist, the Caribbean coconut, the cucumber crush, Coolbreeze will be a 19. The watermelon is going to be a 20. and the Vanilla Burst will be a 20. So those four certainly scoring a good 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 are definitely going to score a 20 out of 20 for me. The others are around about sort of 17, 18 and 19, but that's just purely scent profiles and what I like. Well, that brings me to the end of that review. Thank you guys to each and every one of you out there that's enjoying my videos. If you need any help with support, advertising, promoting, reviews and stuff like that, please either drop us a comment down below, send us a message over that way, on Instagram. I'm over there as Viking Beard Matt. Even feel free to email me, mattrp74@outlook.com, all lowercase letters. But thank you guys for that. I hope you have a fantastic evening. I've got 2 more reviews coming up for you tomorrow. Scumbag UK t-shirt and 2 more hair products from Hair Bond to review. But thank you guys for that. Have a great evening. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on looking after each other. Keep on loving each other. Keep on growing those beards. If you're growing a beard, if you're not, who cares? Thank you guys. Have a great evening. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning in the next review. Have a great one, guys. Thank you.